Race number 3 at Kalgoorlie's over 1100 metres. It's a 56 plus and it's sponsored by the Reilly family. Perori now into $1.70, looking to make it 3 wins from 4 starts since arriving here in WA for Gary Bowen. But the first horse we preview here is number 1, He Is Dreaming, Lucy Fiore riding for Peter Fernie. If you didn't get that gear change from earlier on, the racebook is incorrect. There are no bars on this mare today at her return to racing. Drawn an inside gate, has 59 kilos, has never won first up after 7 attempts, but she is the class runner of this field. She's been very competitive down in graduations and 66 plus races at Belmont Park and Ascot across her time with Luke Fernie. Now she's up here on the Goldfields with Father Peter. First up is a $6.50 chance, number 1, He Is Dreaming. Number 2, Tack Shaka from the yard of Paul Tapper. Christy Bennett to ride, a very speedy gelding. There's a lot of speed in this. Tack Shaka's quick, Perori's quick, Total Lockdown can go fast, so can Born and Bred. So there's likely to be fireworks early and Tack Shaka will be right there at the front of the field at some stage. A $9 chance here. Second up this preparation on the 7-day backup. Number 3, Perori. This is our favourite and getting shorter by the minute. She was $1.95 an hour ago. She's now into $1.70 here ahead of race number 3. She was a dominant first up and second up winner. In fact, she beat Baalbek one day by 5.5 on a soft 7. She then had the tables turned on her last start by Baalbek. She rises up 1.5 kilos, and Keshore Duran will be looking for a little bit of redemption here. She's a $1.70 chance here as Gary Bowen's about to leg aboard the Rock, Keshore Duran. Number 4, Cocoon Bay, should I say, trained by Helen Harding, Braden Garth, the rider. Drawn a little bit awkwardly here, did show plenty of speed for SJ Wolf down in the Great Southern at times, so potentially they try and offset that awkward draw, but as I've said, there's plenty of speed in this race, so I'm not quite sure where this mare gets to. She's a $16 chance. Number 5, Total Lockdown, was an improved effort last start, beaten 2.5 by Hidden Ruby. Comes into this 4 weeks between runs, Geordie Turner riding for Dave Smith, an honest and consistent type of 5-year-old this, and an $18 chance. Number 6, My Boy Chris, Matty Derrick riding for Helen Harding. First up, no trial, last seen in Esperance back in March. Didn't really find his best form and hasn't probably for a while, My Boy Chris, but from the inside draw he should get a lovely run, and no doubt this will be a stepping stone to a few more ratings races later on in the prep. He's the $26 outsider of the field. Number 7, Born and Bred. Paul Rowe puts a set of blinkers on this mare today, and after Cassie Martinen's claim, gets right down in the weights to 53 kilos. Did lead and win a 1,000-metre race at Ascot 4 starts ago back in May, so this mare's got plenty of speed, but the pressure will be on from start to finish here. An $11 chance, number 7, Born and Bred. And the final horse in this field is a 3-year-old filly called Celestial Fox, trained by Peter Fernie, with Chanel Cooper aboard. 52 kilos after the claim, last seen in the Baalbek Perori race when beaten 3.5, so did finish 3 lengths behind Perori. Gets a 3.5 kilo weight swing on that mare, trying to turn around a 3-length defeat. I'm not quite sure that's quite enough weight here. That was quite a substantial margin. She is, however, a $6 chance on the second line of betting. My numbers here in the third, 3, 2, 1, 7, like in the previous with Sunshine Tafe, expecting that Perori will get the job done here at the shorts. Very good even in defeat last start. Expecting that she'll fire across, settle right up on the speed. She'll be high speed, high pressure, and hopefully get the job done here in race number 3. Number 3, Perori. Number 2, Tack Shaka. Number 1, He Is Dreaming. Number 7, Born and Bred are my second, third, and fourth selections. But I do think they'll all need to be good to be beating Perori here. 3, 2, 1, and 7. 3 minutes away from the Reilly family handicap.
And Perori is all the punters want. $1.70 now. Deep into the red, Celestial Fox and Here's Dreaming. Both at $7. Tax Shacker $7.50. $12 Born and Bred upwards others. I'll start the loading process very shortly. So My Boy Chris about to come up. Resuming today. Last run was on the 15th of March. Helen Harding with a couple of runners engaged here. Cocoon Bay and My Boy Chris. Now Here's Dreaming comes forward. Has the lilac cap of the two sets of Kambana Lodge colours. Celestial Fox to don the black cap. Tax Shacker about to come along. Finished 6th in that horse field last start behind Tilk It Up. This is a dropping class today for Tax Shacker. Obviously keeping him to the sprint distances. Total Lockdown to come forward. He's coming off a last start 4th behind Hidden Ruby, beaten 2.5 lengths. He's got an engine on his day. He's won 3 from 11 over the 1100 metres. Total Lockdown. Jordan Turner in the saddle today. He's currently a $17 chance. So just a handful of runners to come forward. So here comes Celestial Fox. Celestial Fox comes along 1100 metres ahead of them. This is the Reilly family handicap. Stand by. Line stands well, gates fly back, they're off racing now. Born and Bred, the grey, she was smartly away and goes to an outright lead early on. Pushing forward is Perori from out wide. Celestial Fox is going to settle down 3rd. They opened up a length then to Total Lockdown. Cocoon Bay settling down 5th midfield. A further 3 lengths then to Here's Dreaming, covering up My Boy Chris, and at the tail it's Tax Shacker. So Born and Bred, the pacemaker today, leaving the 600 metres behind them. In front of Perori, then we had down on the inside Celestial Fox, Total Lockdown, Cocoon Bay 5th in the clear by itself. Then we had My Boy Chris, Here's Dreaming, and a further 4 to Tax Shacker. On the point of the turn, Born and Bred showing the way, leads out by that length. Now Perori asked to quicken by Duran, does so. So Perori goes up to Born and Bred. Celestial Fox needs a split down on the inside. Total Lockdown into the clear, running a race today. Then we had My Boy Chris together with Cocoon Bay. It's Born and Bred. Total Lockdown now takes the lead. It's Total Lockdown in an upset's going to go on and win the 3rd. Total Lockdown wins a half a length. 2nd in My Boy Chris. 3rd Cocoon Bay. They were followed in by Born and Bred. Here's Dreaming. Perori really wilted in that last 100. They were followed in next of all by Celestial Fox, and last to greet the judge was Tax Shacker. Well, Total Lockdown bounces back to form today, the 5. And we said pre-race he's a pretty handy 1100 metre horse. That's win 4 now. It's start 12 over the 1100. And 5 goes into the frame. Total Lockdown for Dave Smith and Jordan Turner. Beautiful ride by Jordan there, and presented at the right time, let down in good style. Just looking at that head on, Celestial Fox never really gained a run, was on the back of Perori and Born and Bred, who were going back in that last furlong. In the meantime, it was Total Lockdown who hit the lead and goes on and wins a half by a half. 2nd in was the 6, My Boy Chris. It will be a healthy Quinella. A very healthy Quinella. In fact, a healthy trifecta. Cocoon Bay's finished 3rd, number 4, and 1 gets 4th in Here's Dreaming from the tail. So 5, 6, 4 and 1. 5, 6, 4 and 1. And a rough result there in the 3rd. Total Lockdown taking out the Reilly family handicap, and at double figure odds too, closed at $18 and $3.90. Total Lockdown ahead of My Boy Chris at $5.90 the place, and Cocoon Bay $5.50 the place. So this trifecta will be in the thousands. Here's Dreaming has finished 4th, but Total Lockdown by All American from Chloe Marie, owned by Dave Smith, M. Spry, J. Brennan and B. Dowdle, trained by Dave Smith, ridden by Jordan Turner. Second in the 6, that's to My Boy Chris, Helen Harding, Matty Derrick by Palantino from Lisa in green, owned by Helen Harding. Third in the 4, Cocoon Bay, Helen Harding and Braden Garth by Cable Bay from Silk Spun, owned by Steve Wolf. Also the Pink Diamond Racing Syndicate, Pink Panther Racing Syndicate, C. Harding. And fourth in was the 1, Here's Dreaming, Pete Fernie and Lucy Fiore. Numbers 5, 6, 4, 1.5 by a half, 104.93 as Total Lockdown returns to the enclosure after taking out race number 3. Race 4 is next, the first leg of today's main quaddie. It's the A to Z panel and paint handicap. Over the 1,200 metres, scratch the 11 Moonlight River, leaves us with a field of 11 to go around, and your favourite in the race is the 1 Wanna Cracker at $2.50 for Peter Fernie. Also the second line of betting, Duo Muso at $3.90, and then out to $7.50 for Hot Nova, $9 Witch Street. Good little race coming up, and they're going over the 1,200 metres in the 4th, the first leg of the quaddie. In the meantime, the numbers after the running of race number 3, 5, 6, 4, 1 interim.